Hello, hello. So today we're going to talk about one of the most useful verbs in English and also one that Polish learners often underuse, I would say, because when we want to say, for example, starzeję się, denerwuję się, nudzę się, robi się ciemno, sytuacja się pogarsza, very often we are looking for a direct translation of the Polish verb, okay? But native speakers often use one simple structure, namely get plus adjective. Get plus przymiotnik. And once you understand that structure, you will suddenly be able to express seriously like dozens of everyday situations, much more naturally, I would say. So let's see how it works, shall we? So the basic idea is very simple. Get often means to become, start to be, to change into a certain state, okay? So for example, I'm tired. That means jestem zmęczona. But I get tired means męczę się. Dosłownie robię się zmęczona. Another example, let's say I'm hungry. Jestem zła, right? And I get angry. Denerwuję się, złoszczę się, robię się zła. Okay? So very often this get plus adjective structure creates something that in Polish we would express using się. Robić się, stawać się. Okay, so now let's move on to some practical exercise, sentence translation. I guess in this way you will learn this structure faster. So I'm going to give you a sentence with an adjective, okay? And then a sentence to be translated with this get structure, okay? So the first one. So I'm old, jestem stara. And now your turn, starzeję się. How would you say that in English? Starzeję się. So obviously, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, present continuous, because you see it's a process. You're getting old minute by minute, day by day, week by week, year by year. It's a process. So I'm getting old, or I'm getting older, you could say. And now, how would you say, biorę ślub w przyszłą sobotę? Go ahead. They're getting married next Saturday. Okay, another one. I'm motivated. And now, how do you say, nie wiem jak się zmotywować? You know, I don't know how to get motivated. And very often here people say, I don't know how to motivate myself. But instead, you could just say, I don't know how to get motivated. Okay, another one, shall we? It's dark. And now, how do you say, robi się ciemno, ściemnia się? So obviously, it's gonna be, it's getting dark at this very moment, right? Second by second, minute by minute. So it's dark, it's getting dark. So as you can see, robi się ciemno, ściemnia się in Polish, but in English there is no separate word for that. We just need to use this get plus adjective structure, right? And similar, it's late versus robi się późno, it's getting late, okay? So now, do you fancy more examples? I hope you do. It's quite simple, isn't it? So now let's just do translation only. Okay, so I'm going to give you the Polish sentence to be translated, and now you translate it by means of this get structure. Nudzę się. I'm getting bored at this very moment. Of course, you could say I'm bored, jestem znudzona, but if you just want to stress this process, then I'm getting bored, okay? Another one. Nie ekscytuj się tak. Go ahead. Don't get so excited. Don't get so excited. Okay, next one. Nie zniechęcaj się tak łatwo. Don't get discouraged so easily. Don't get discouraged so easily. Another one. Robię się głodna. Go ahead. simply I'm getting hungry. And again, you could say I'm hungry, jestem głodna, but if you want to just stress the process that slowly you're getting hungry, then this get structure would be best. Another one, wytrzeźwiej. Go ahead. Get sober. Or maybe more naturally, sober up, phrasal verb. Okay, so get sober or sober up. Next one. Sytuacja się pogarsza. Go ahead. The situation is getting worse. And of course, you could find a separate verb for that. For example, the situation is deteriorating, a formal business-like word. But well, it's more natural even to say the situation is getting worse or is getting better, for example. Another one, zestresowałam się. Go ahead. You know, I got stressed or I got nervous. I got stressed, I got nervous. The last bit one, zmokniesz. Weź parasol, bo zmokniesz. Go ahead. Take an umbrella or you will get wet. So as you can see, future simple, you will get wet. So of course, we still need to choose the correct tense with this get verb. So take an umbrella or otherwise you will get wet. And well, the last one actually, obawiam się, że się zgubiliśmy. Obawiam się, że się zgubiliśmy. Go ahead. You know, I'm afraid we've got lost. I'm afraid we've got lost. Okay? And the last one, ona chyba się obraziła. Go ahead. You know, I think she's got offended. I think she has got offended. Present perfect tense here because, well, you can see she is offended now. You can see the consequence in the present moment. So I think she's got offended. And by the way, whenever you want to say chyba, then in English we very often express it by means of I think. Okay? Ona chyba się obraziła. I think she's got offended. Okay, so that would be it when it comes to our little exercise. So very short episode, as you can see, but very important, right? Very practical. So I guess the reason Polish learners very often struggle with this structure is that we often try to translate individual verbs, right? So for example, denerwować się, zniechęcać się, nudzić się, starzeć się, as if each one needed a completely different English verb. But English often thinks differently. Instead of learning dozens of separate verbs, you can just simply use this get plus adjective structure. And once you start noticing this get structure, you will actually hear it absolutely everywhere. So let me know in the comments if you've been using this structure before. And well, as always, don't forget to follow the podcast for more practical business English and lifestyle English. Feel free to leave some comments below this episode so that I know that you're here, you're listening to these episodes, you do find them useful and you want me to basically record more episodes. So see you soon. Cheers.